What's up, Child Support Gang? It's your boy Gio. Back with another video. As you can see, it's why Avengers Infinity War was not the best Marvel movie by the boy RDCWORLD. He funny as shit, but I just recently watched the movie, I think on Saturday or Friday. It was yesterday or Friday, one of those, I don't know. And I have certain thoughts about the movie, but I want to see what his opinion about it is. So y'all, we gonna watch this together, man. You feel me? Let's see what it's about.
Everybody's a critic. Everybody thinks they know some shit. I already know y'all about to try to kill me for saying this, but in my opinion, Infinity War was not the best Marvel movie.
What?
Yes, I've been waiting for this shit.
What y'all thought about Infinity War, dog? Y'all thought it was fire? Me personally, the replay value on Black Panther was more than Infinity War. I felt like they tried to throw in a lot of jokes to try and get the audience to laugh a little bit, the this and that. They try to do their usual Marvel shit, something serious, then have little jokes sprinkle in. But I don't know what it was. Like, I got what Thanos was trying to come from with the whole world population thing, trying to decrease the population to create more of a utopia. Like, we have more resources because there's less people. I kind of got it in a weird, like, kind of way, what he was trying to do, even though it meant killing like millions of people. But it's just, I don't see myself wanting to see that again. I don't know, it's just weird.
For 10 plus years too. I've been feeding for the second the Avengers gotta fight Thanos, nigga. I'm talking about since they started dropping Marvel movies. I'm talking about since Marvel vs. Capcom 2, where I was boxing niggas and I seen Thanos on the game. I was ready for this nigga to come in the movies, man. But guess what? Wait, they delivered. Don't get me wrong. The movie did deliver. It was action-packed. I'm talking about super action-packed. Action every 5 minutes, just out of nowhere, action. Boxing. The boxing scenes was amazing, man. I couldn't ask for more in the boxing. But first thing I got a problem with is the movie was PG-13. Now, if you ain't seen the movie right now, y'all might as well leave, because it's spoilers from here on out. Go ahead and get up out of here. Now, I think that Infinity War should have been rated R, not PG-13. Why? Because the nigga Thanos is a murderer. The nigga name is the...
Yo. Damn, I didn't even realize it was PG-13. But now when I look at it, yeah, it wasn't... It was only that one scene when he got punched and he had the little blood. Yeah, it wasn't no blood in the movie. Every time somebody got stabbed, it was like... It was never blood. Damn. He taught me something. Okay, I ain't even really peeped that like that.
Mad Titan. You can't be named no fucking Mad Titan in a PG-13 movie. The nigga kills niggas. I don't read all the comics, but I know Thanos kills hella people. I'm not even gonna keep going on that. I'm gonna come back to that. But everything just seems so rushed in the movie. Like, the pacing was fast as a bitch. Like, it just seems like they weren't trying to make a storyline and they just put some scenes and mashed them together and created Infinity War. Now, like I said, the movie is great as fuck. But I'm just saying, like, they had so many heroes to divide the time in between with. Like, it just seemed rushed. Like, Thanos was even a rushed villain. Like, I did not resonate with nothing that nigga was talking about while he was doing his evil shit. I was just like, yeah, okay, I guess that's why you killing everybody. Stop it. That don't make sense. Not to mention the soundtracks. I feel like they should have been a little bit more suspenseful. Nigga, this is Thanos we talking about, the worst villain in Marvel, one of the worst. Every time he come, the soundtrack should not be no lighthearted Avengers music. Nigga, it should be some suspenseful niggas is about to die music, okay? The soundtracks could have been better. I know niggas like, who this nigga think he is? Look, I want to work at Marvel. So
I'm really looking at him like, this nigga we talk about soundtracks, man. What the fuck? I'm thinking about the whole concept of the movie. He hit me with some other shit just now, like the soundtrack of it. I get him. I understand where you're trying to come from, but it's like, come on, man. It was much bigger shit than the soundtrack.
I feel like a motherfucking critic. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, when I was creating Black Avengers 3, I looked up Thanos' crew, the Black Order. Them niggas was cold as a bitch in the comics. And in this movie, they was underpowered as hell. Like, it don't even make no sense how sorry them niggas was. First of all, Black Widow was hanging with one of the people out of the Black Order. Oh my God. Black Widow? Bitch, that's a human. That's a human that can She should not be hanging with these outer world villains. They're some of the top niggas in the world.
That's true.
Corvus Glaive, which is the nigga who had the staff, that nigga is the top fighter in the universe, the comics said. What? He can't die unless you break his staff, but yet this nigga got hurt. Stop it. Proxima Midnight, his wife, the one that Black Widow was hanging with, she got like a staff or spear that you throw it to any being and it can kill them. Any being. You think Black Widow can hang with her? Get out of here. All y'all niggas, get out of here. Stop it. And Black Dwarf skin supposed to be indestructible, but yet it looked destructible to me. Nigga blew the fuck up. Bro, and the only nigga who was fighting like he was supposed to fight was Ebony Maw. That nigga who was getting down with Doctor Strange. I ain't gonna lie to you, he was getting down. But guess what? They killed that nigga in the most cliche way ever. I think it's because they really couldn't handle him, honestly. Because why they just shot that nigga the ship in space, and the nigga just flew out the damn side of the ship. I was like, oh, the nigga about to come back, so it's all good. The nigga did not come back. I was like, who wrote that, bro? Who wrote that? Now we're all gonna be seriously hot if Deadpool 2 is better than Infinity War. Why? Because like I said, we waited 10 years to see Infinity War or more, and Deadpool 2 is gonna be better than it. I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying it could be. Because that's what the critics say. But I still give Infinity War overall an 8.8, which is an amazing rating for a movie. But I'm just saying, like, it shouldn't be an 8.8. It should be a 10. A straight 10 out of 10. If y'all needed to make the movie longer, they should have. It should have been 3 hours and 30 minutes. But I can name movies that's better than that. Captain America, Winter Soldier. I think it's better than Infinity War. Captain America, Civil War was live as a bitch. Stop it. And all the other movies, like, they all brought something. Infinity War, I'm telling you, it just seemed too rushed. It seemed way too rushed. And Hulk. Yes, Hulk can be scary.
That was one of my biggest problems with the movie. I'm gonna give y'all more of my opinion on this video, cause I don't really usually talk. I just let them play and talk. The video talk for itself. Yeah, I didn't understand the whole Hulk thing. Like in the beginning, like he fought Thanos one time, and then the Hulk was scared of him the whole movie. It's like we didn't get to see the Hulk the whole rest of the fucking movie. I thought Hulk. I'm not a huge comic buff, but I thought the Hulk, like his power was basically like you couldn't quantify how strong he was. So I'm thinking like, damn, like I thought the Hulk was gonna come back even better and just beat the shit out of him, but it's like that never happened. So I didn't understand that shit. I don't know like what's the real purpose of the Hulk. And then like Thanos was kicking his ass, but then Thanos was getting beat up by like Iron Man. It's like, so is Iron Man better than the Hulk like in this series, in the movie series? Cause there's like, what the fuck? I thought the Hulk was supposed to be the strongest shit ever. You feel me? But he looked like a bitch in this movie.
Give Thanos all he fucking wants. But you tell me the Hulk didn't want to come back out at all after that little 6-piece he got? Like damn, they could have showed the fight a little bit better or something. Cause ain't no way Hulk he been beat up worse than that in his own damn movies. And the nigga always come back out. Stop it. Thanos even said in the comments that he was kind of scared to fight the Hulk. Not saying he's gonna lose to him, but he just called him a nuisance. He didn't want to fight that nigga.
Now I know it seems like we're personally bashing this movie, but I myself, and I'm sure all the rest of RDC, really enjoyed the movie. Me myself, I'll give it a 9, but that's based on however part 2 comes and wrap this all up. Now I feel really optimistic that the directors will come and bring this all together because that was a really big cliffhanger of an ending. But there were still some things in the movies that just didn't sit right with me. Now, I feel like I do a lot of behind the scenes work, and I would say that the camera work and the effects of the movie overall was just flames. But there were parts in the movie that I feel like could have went in a different direction and got a little too flashy. I didn't feel much connection to the overall plot, and at some points I feel like it got a little too flashy. And essentially, where they could have taken it to places as to why Hulk didn't want to go into Hulk form, I feel like they focused a lot on Thor or Iron Man, which makes sense because Thor definitely has to get up to the point to where he can hang with Thanos. But overall, I feel like not enough people got their playtime.
Now let me go ahead and state this one more time for the people in the back. By no means are we trashing this movie. This movie was super live. As for my rating, I gotta give it about an 8.7 though. The movie was super cold, and it arguably had some of the best fighting scenes that I've seen out of any Marvel movie. But with saying that, I also feel like there were some other things that they could have did better. Like for starters, every death, with the exception of Loki's, was lacking. Loki's death was perfect. It was emotional. It gave off a sense of hopelessness. And it kicked off the movie to a cold ass start. Like, I didn't know what to expect. I thought niggas was gonna be getting murked left and right. And then later on in the movie, they tried to give the same sense with Gamora. And we were like, no. Like, we already knew what was gonna happen. They built it up. We already knew that she was gonna get killed in some way. I feel like that was very poor on Marvel's part. But overall, the movie was cold. I can't really say anything bad about it.
One last thing I gotta say before we dip out is about the ending. I think the ending was some nonsense. If you gonna kill everybody and turn them into ashes, I feel like you should have just been killing them throughout the movie to make it more impactful to the viewers. Am I lying? Y'all niggas don't feel me. Thanos, man, come on, bro. Come on. Now, Spider-Man's death was sad as fuck. Don't get me wrong. But why turn them all into ashes? That just don't make sense to me. Like, I think that ending was kind of weak just a little bit, bro. Just a little bit. And, hold on. Let me talk about the post-credit scene. Because after the credits, it shows that Miss Marvel is coming. First of all, why Nick Fury know Miss Marvel? I don't fucking know. Secondly, how cold is Miss Marvel? I got on the internet and started looking up Miss Marvel, and it said that she's stronger than Thor and the Hulk. That's fucking wild. I don't know what she could do, but I know they bet not start the next movie off and make this girl smash on Thanos. They better not. I don't give a fuck how strong she is. Thanos is still Thanos, nigga. They better get down for a good 30 minutes. On life, and they better bring back the Black Order next movie, bro. If not, what else would they do? Honestly. But if y'all like this review, like, comment, share, because you know we don't do reviews a lot, but we starting to get more into them because I want to do a Deadpool 2 review. I want to do Incredibles 2 review, all that shit. So if y'all really like this review or feel like there's some things missing that we should have touched on more, just put it in the comments below and share RDC World 1 with your friends as usual. And RDC World 1 out.
It's fire, man. The Thanos, the Hulk shit, I don't really know too much about it. I know Thanos is supposed to be a huge deal. The fact about it, to me, I didn't understand like why the timepiece had to be given to Thanos. I'm like, yo, if Doctor Strange could look into the future and see a million ways, and they only had one chance, like he said 4 million something ways that the outcome basically could happen, but it's one way that they could actually survive it. But it's like, yo, like why you couldn't just go back in time before they even made the gauntlet that Thanos wears and just stop the creation of the gauntlet? Like, if you could go in the future, you can't go back in the past. You control time, my nigga. Like, stop the shit from ever happening. But then again, we wouldn't have a movie. If shit actually made sense, we wouldn't have a movie. But the thing about it is, like, the comics flush out shit way better because you got pages and pages that you could write. You got issues after issues you could write. You could like really elaborate on certain shit and flush out shit. But when you trying to do something for popular culture, you gotta make it, you gotta condense it. And then you want as many people to see it. Which I thought they would have learned because Deadpool kind of showed you could have a rated R movie and it could do really well in the box office. You could have Logan. It was a rated R movie and it does really well. Because most of the time in those comics it was very graphic. So it's like to make it PG-13, it's kind of like in that X-Men 3 movie when I forgot what the hell her name, the lady with the red hair and shit like that, when she turned into the Phoenix, how she was just making everybody turn into ash. That shit was corny as fuck, man. She was just slaughtering motherfuckers. It was the same concept. Motherfucker changed everybody into ash. Like, that's the PG-13 way of killing a whole bunch of people, is just turn them into ash. But I get what he was saying. Like, if you would have went around just fucking people up, because he was fucking the Hulk up in the beginning. If you would have just been fucking Spider-Man up or this and that, it would have gave you more like, damn, this dude is ruthless. Like, he need to be killed. It would have made more investment into stopping him from the viewer perspective. But all in all, like, I don't really want to watch this movie again. The replay value of this movie, to me, personally, I just went and saw it 2 days ago and I'm just like, okay, it was a decent movie. It's like a typical Marvel movie. And I don't really have too much more to like say about it. It had good fighting scenes in it. The Hulk was a bitch. Like you was saying, I didn't know that those people were supposed to be that good in the comics. But he right. Like, if you an alien or some outer space creature, like how the fuck is Scarlett Johansson or Black Widow or whatever the fuck, Tasha, how is she able to fight with these aliens, bro? Like, come on, let's be real. Like, these people got outer world technology in their hands. They got like all this different shit, and you just a regular human that just know kung fu or whatever the fuck. She don't know kung fu, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm trying to say. You feel me, dog? She's a regular person. I don't know how they're gonna defeat Thanos. I know Captain Marvel, she's supposed to be fire, which is kind of dope. Like they're having another like female. She's basically gonna be like the Wonder Woman for the Marvel universe. And I guess her movie's coming out next year. We're gonna see how she ties into the whole thing. And it's pretty dope, man. Hopefully the next movie is good. I can't wait to see Deadpool 2. That's my dude. I like Deadpool. I think Deadpool killed Thanos, didn't he? I don't know. But yeah, this been my reaction to this, man. Shout out to RDC World. They pretty dope guys. I hope they keep doing reactions and reviews and stuff like that, man. They're pretty cool. This been my take on it. It's Gio Lomac. And hey, y'all be easy, bro.